don't have to. We can. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
The world is our oyster.
The world is our oyster.
Yeah,
That was not great. The world is our oyster.
What's your A1 accent now? Like if you gotta play a character, you know what I mean? If I'm writing a skit and I'm like, can you do any accents? What's the first one you go, I can do that one?
I'm usually okay at Boston or New York. I'm decent at Australian.
Australian is a nice little niche because everybody at least thinks they can do Boston or New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's most Americans won't be able to notice if you do an Aussie accent and it's not a good Aussie accent. Most Americans won't quite notice.
Yeah,
but if you do a Boston that's not quite on, they'll notice.
Yeah, no, that's true. Australian, weirdly, you know what? So there's this one comic I've been watching quite a bit lately. You know him, James McCann.
Mm-hmm.
He does a Southern accent, which he says that's something that Australians like can do just like in general because it's really close. He goes, it's just like a degree away for us. Like
I think I can do a Southern. I just think I'm decent at accents, but I might not be.
Yeah, I don't want to. We wouldn't do it on the spot like this on command. It's not going to be good there. But if we were in a skit and we were filming a character,
you got to listen to. You got to listen to somebody who's got the accent.
Yeah, exactly. Like you listen to it a little bit, you get hyped up, you get a couple takes at it. I feel like we could do most accents decently if we had that kind of production time for it. You know? Yeah,
for sure.
A little headspace time for us.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm letting people kind of trickle in here. We're going to do I don't know how popular or big these live streams are going to be, but we're going to just do some giveaway live streams every week. If you have been here before, dope. If you came here last week for the South by Southwest giveaway one, good to see you again. The video ended up getting taken down because we showed some SNL clips on it. Like we were just chatting and we showed some SNL clips. SNL, not a big fan of that. They do not like it when you repurpose their content without their permission. They told YouTube on us and YouTube took our video down. So that's fun. But the winner of the South by Southwest thing was named Vincente. And he was from Austin. So cool. He was right there. Jesse. Yep. All right, cool. A couple people in. All right. So we're going to do just a couple comment giveaways, Casey. We can just start with one if you want.
Sure. Yeah. Let's hit it.
First one we're going to do is we're going to do the most recent episode. So we're going to do the last episode of Dark Mode that we posted. And then we're going to do the most recent episode of the Checkout. And then we're going to do the Bagel Straw skit. Some comments from that.
Hell yeah, dude.
What do you want to start with? You want to bookend with Bagel Straw? Because it's on Instagram and TikTok, and we're going to pick one from both.
Sure. Sounds good to me. You lead the ship, Captain. I am just your humble first mate along for the ride right now.
All right.
We just got done shooting something else where I was driving, so
I'm cool Casey's done driving.
I'm chill to just be passenger princess along on this ride, honestly.
Yeah. All right. So Bagel skit. Niakila, what's up? Sorry, I get distracted by the chat, man. You know me. This is how how I roll. I'm gonna just put this bad boy up here.
Now I'm gonna color your gray pants.
It is pretty strange to visit TikTok on your desktop. It's not made for desktop, that's for sure.
No, it's not.
Okay, but here's the first one. This is the TikTok skit. We're gonna do a giveaway to somebody in the comments of this video. Just for funsies, let's watch it though, since it's only 16 minutes.
I was trying to build the world's tallest bagel tower.
What the?
It's not 16 minutes, by the way. It's 16 seconds.
Did I say 16 minutes?
You did say 16 minutes.
That's okay. 16 seconds.
Yeah, I think people forgive you.
Do you guys forgive me, or are you all leaving?
Yeah, we're pretty good. Yeah, something's funky there. There we go.
I was trying to build the world's tallest bagel tower. A stack of bagels actually kind of looks like a straw. So I decided to make the world's first bagel straw.
At first, my bagel straw didn't work, but then my friend gave me a really good idea, and it totally worked.
Not our best skit, I don't think. What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, 7.5 range, something like that.
It's cheesy. It's cheesy for sure.
Yeah, it was a quick idea, and it was a pretty quick execution, albeit messy.
Well, the challenge was I had to be able to do it with less than $50. So I wanted to shoot. I wanted to see if the challenge was make a bagel go viral, less than $50 budget, and I need to be able to shoot it on a typical Saturday. So a typical Saturday for me is I maybe have 2 to 3 hours of free time, right? So I think we scripted that, shot that, and even including my editing. I think because I just edited that on my phone in under 3 hours. And the only thing, a little bit of cheating because we didn't have to buy the bagels, but I think even if you did have to buy the bagels, it would have been still under $50 because it's just the Diet Coke and the bagels.
Yeah,
there was a little PVC pipe inside the bagels, so I don't know, whatever PVC pipe cost.
Whenever we self-impose challenge rules, we take them very seriously. All right.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let's pick a comment to win. We're going to do $25 per video, so giving away $100. Sorry, I'm not. Maybe they'll get bigger over time, but I'm trying not to be. Sometimes I start out too big on these things.
Yeah.
All right, first one. POV, you're a bagel just trying to live your life. Not bad. Decent joke for a comment.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think about it from the bagels perspective. They're like, what are you doing? Like, just eat me. Stop sticking stuff through the middle of me. Stop pouring Coke on me. And then they didn't even get eaten in the end. They didn't even get to get ate.
Yeah.
The bagels didn't even get ate. They didn't even serve their purpose. That's their life purpose as a bagel, and we ruined it for them.
Yeah, we really gave them blue balls basically on that. Like we just toyed with them for a while and never sealed the deal.
Yeah. How did you guys decide who was pouring and who was getting waterboarded? Great question.
Well, go ahead.
It was just a very natural decision between the two of us. That's our friend dynamic.
I feel like it was just obvious without even saying it.
That's true. We didn't like flip. We weren't like, oh, who's going to do what? You were like, I mean, I'm clearly the one that's going to get
it. Is so funny how when we're pitching these ideas, it'll be like, oh, and this could be me or this one could be you. But like, I don't even think
we already know what characters we're going to be.
Yeah. But in that particular idea, I don't think it was ever up for debate at all. It was just like, okay, so you're going to pour soda all over me.
Right.
And let's figure out what the beginning part of that is now.
I'll put it, if I'm going to break the framework down a little bit, any kind of food challenge is probably going to be Casey.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Like if it's a hot thing or if it's eating a bunch of something or it's getting Coke poured down your throat, it's going to be Casey probably.
Yeah. Plus, I don't think you could have handled it, frankly, as much.
There's a good chance.
Harder than it looked.
By the way, okay.
Very nearly died.
Totally make the world
little BTS on this.
You want to mute it?
Yeah, I'm just going to pause it. So a little behind the scenes on this. Before we went out there to shoot this last shot where Casey where we're like pouring the stuff down his throat. That's a great place to stop it, by the way. Before we went out to shoot that shot, Casey was like, how should I react to this? And I was like, you might not really be able to control that. And Casey's like, zero possibility of that. I mean, I'm going to be just pounding that. Should I act like I'm choking? I probably will have to act. I was supposed to pour the whole thing out. This is how far he made it before he was like, I need to breathe now. I need oxygen.
Well, I will say this. I picked Diet Coke specifically because I thought the visual would be good, and I bought a fresh white t-shirt for that too. And I think it turned out. I think the dark color really popped. I think it was good. I did underestimate how much the foam would inhibit or prohibit. Really, I think either could work there. Prohibit my breathing.
Yeah, because it gets in your nose. You like
exactly foam. Yeah. It traveled, and it. You would think like you can breathe through that. It's light, but you can't. You really can't. You can't breathe through anything that's even semi-liquid. Just a heads up. The only thing you can breathe is oxygen. Only oxygen. When you're me, that's not the way you look at things. That's
true. When you're Casey, you think your body is capable of incredible feats.
I'm not good at a lot of things. There's a lot of things I'm not that disciplined at, but when it's something stupid and silly, I'm like, I'm going to push through. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I believed that in this scenario. So
yeah, Casey did believe he'd be able to get through the whole 2-liter bottle of Diet Coke. Okay. Not gonna lie. This kind of got me. I'm going to throw that out right now. I appreciate the comment. Good comment. And it is kind of one of those things where you're like, what am I watching? And then you're like, okay, I guess that was kind of funny. My toxic trait is thinking I could make this work better. Weird to get a toxic trait comment from a dude, but that is funny that it's like, there is a certain kind of person, like he might be an engineer or something. There's a certain kind of person who's like, I think I might be able to make a straw out of the bagel.
Well, this is fascinating, this comment, because it actually brings us to a place I didn't think we'd actually go to here. And that was actually on the fly, engineered very well. We had to like dumb it down for appearances, really. Like,
Yeah.
we over-engineered that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we should give away the secret, but like that easily could have, if we wanted to prove that we made a great bagel straw, that would have been flawless. You could have poured water at a drinking rate for as long as I can drink.
Yeah.
It would have been
Well, I
no drops.
already said we put some PVC pipe through the middle. Because
Okay,
I was talking about the budget.
Yeah.
So like you can't do it with just bagels. You have to put something through the middle of them.
Yeah. Yep. That was the movie magic, if you will.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then what's up with my For You page? That is, I've had that feeling before. We're like, what are you giving me here, TikTok? So that's funny. Not my favorite comment. I didn't know about Royal Bagels before this, so mission accomplished. Yeah. Okay. So this guy got what we were doing. He caught the subtle product placement.
I mean, it wasn't all that subtle.
If I was gonna actually make this an ad for Royal, I'd put an end card on it.
Yeah, for sure.
The end card would be, like a fake testimonial that's like, you should eat them, not use them as a straw, Casey, or something like that. 5 stars.
Yeah,
they taste pretty good. Don't make a great straw.
4-star straw, 5-star bagel.
Yeah, there we go. That something like that. But yeah, I mean, there we go. Subtle product placement of Royal. So this guy got it. I'm going to put him in the finals at least for catching that.
Yeah,
sure.
Gotta love it.
Amount of trust in this friendship is insane.
You gotta hit the like button there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, and do people know what account this is, so they can go do that too? We have that.
There we go. Yeah, follow that at John J.H. Coyle. I linked it in the email. Everyone who's here probably is here because of the email. I guess they could have notifications on YouTube, but yeah, I linked it in the email. What's up with my For You page? Yeah, not bad. I'm going to put that in the finals because he caught it.
Yeah, of course.
And then the amount of trust in the friendship. Yeah. Okay. Love it. Okay. I'm glad. Look, a comment's better than no comment. But if this were a random draw, Kimberly would be in it. But we're doing pick our favorite comment here.
Yep. And we're always like substance over even what we like, honestly.
Somebody copied here. That's weird. Okay. This is so wholesome. Yeah, that could be a bot. This is so wholesome. It is kind of one of those. It's a very like wholesome type of humor. That's a good observation. Tony doesn't know how to. Tony's not good at grammar. It's okay, Tony. We still appreciate you. These are just emojis. That's cool. Okay. This is. I don't know if this person's serious, but I hate when people just don't get the joke in the comments.
How could they be serious? Their name's just some squiggly lines.
Yeah. This is a great white guy commentary.
I'm really glad you laughed because otherwise it just would have come off as I'm stupid and potentially racist.
Yeah. Clearly not serious. They're not taking this seriously.
Thank you.
This is great content. Okay. YouTube Kiki Honeygold. That's a good. Is that just somebody wants us to know who they are on YouTube? Like, hey, I'm here on YouTube. No, this is an hour ago, so you're not here now. No. Those bagels had a family is a pretty funny comment, actually.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
That's a pretty funny comment. Good job.
It was one at the top that also graduates, but yeah. So let's. Oh, we didn't have to revisit it yet.
Yeah. All right. So
it might have been the POV one. Just keep moving though. Let's finish.
I needed a where are they now update on the guy who got waterboarded. That's a pretty funny comment too.
I'm right here, so
yeah,
I'm okay. I made it.
Are you okay? Blink twice if you need help. This is okay. The fact that he did this sir thing, or she did the sir thing. This is a classic. Like whenever you get DMs from people from certain countries that I don't even know if these are all from the same country.
I don't know.
But there is like certain foreign countries that whenever they like DM you and like hit you, there's a bunch of people who follow me on TikTok who are trying to sell me like, sir, I will promote your podcast service for 10 cents. So like, I think they comment on my stuff a lot. And they always start their sentences with sir. Felix, help me out. What is this country?
He just chimed in right before you asked. Mother Russia.
It's not Russian people. They're definitely like Filipino people and Asian, some sort of like Asian or Indo and like Pacific Asian countries that do this. where they always say "sir" at the beginning of their sentence. Anyway, let's maybe not do any more
let's
racial
not dally.
stereotypes. Huh?
For anybody who hopped on, we're giving away stuff right now too. So
Yeah, how much coke went up his nose though? Would you like to answer that? Yes, sir. This is Felix. Felix knows. Felix gets these DMs as well.
A solid amount, probably
coke.
measured in what would be a step between milliliters and liters, whatever is in between that.
Oh, he meant. Oh, I get it. He's talking about Coke, not Coke.
Yeah, not the booger sugar.
Yeah. The
Bagel
answer to
bong.
the other question is also.
Oh man, bagel bong. That's moving on because we
You like
should have made
bagel
a
bong?
bagel bong, honestly, because then you can eat the bong when you get the munchies. Honestly, we could reuse the same pipe. I still got it.
All right. So finalist, POV or bagel trying to live your life, like that one.
I do.
How did you guys decide? That's like a insight that sparked some conversation. So I'm going to move that one on.
That was the other one I liked up there.
Toxic trait one is I'm going to move that one on. I'm going to move this one on for the observation.
Mm-hmm.
Those bagels had a family. I'm moving on for the observation, and then bagel bong, and then maybe where are they now?
Yeah.
That's 6 though. Okay, out of those 6, pick 3, and then I'll pick the last one.
Okay, I got bagel bong in there for sure. The simplicity, I knew exactly what they were thinking. Message communicated and received.
Yes.
I also like those bagels had a family. Just like carrying on the joke, not just commenting about the joke. Even that's going to win me over big time. Keep moving up, and I like the call out one. I'll let you kind of. I feel like you would have
this one.
You would no the down.
Oh.
Yeah. That
okay.
You can't see that with our faces. Move up.
Yeah. Okay. Those bagels had a family is my favorite one for sure.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see if we got an update. We got like another one. Yeah, we did. So Kim's probably here. Okay. That's a love it one. Chugging soda, not a solid idea. Chugging soda in this way, I agree. Not a solid idea.
I mean,
I'm a sucker for somebody who's on the stream, and I think that I don't want to call an audible here when we've basically chosen it, but I'm a sucker for someone who's on the stream, and I'm pretty sure that person's on the stream. Lenny G. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Lenny's in here.
Mm-hmm. I am a sucker for someone who's on the stream. Okay.
Yeah, Lenny said this seems like BFF shenanigans.
I know.
To which I replied, "Oops, not to mama."
No bagel bong.
To which I replied, "Whatever John and me do are BFF shenanigans." So
those bagels had a family is my favorite comment. It is a good joke. I'm to prove that I'm a sucker for someone who's on the stream. I'm gonna go with Lenny on this one. I can't see her comment here, but I can see the notification of it. So commented chugging soda, not a solid idea. Kimberly might also be on the stream. Kimberly, if you're on the stream, sorry. But yeah, Lenny, you got it. $25 for that one. What do we want to do? Do like, I guess email me. I'll put my email like in the description, or let's just do this and just send me your Venmo or something like that. That's it right there. I guess you guys all can email me now. There's also an email that you get the email from. You can reply to that, but I check that less. So send it to that email and then just send me your Venmo. And I'll Venmo you $25 for commenting. Thank you. And thanks for being on the stream.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Boom.
Next
one. Let's go with the latest checkout episode.
Ooh.
Boom.
I didn't finish this one yet. I actually didn't get that far in this one at all. If this is
this video is only an hour and 11 minutes long, so let's go ahead and watch it before we pick a what's crazy is last week is I was like, man, the checkout is killing it compared to like this channel. This is like the biggest fall off ever of a second episode.
Man,
first episode got 26,000 views. Second episode, 125 so far.
That show doesn't have me on it. So what did you expect?
I do think that part of it is that I think I had this on here and I got like a YouTube warning. I think that YouTube thinks this is a dead body outline. So this was the thumbnail originally right here. And like, if you can see me hovering.
Okay.
I think YouTube thinks it's a dead body outline. So I think there might have been a little bit of like YouTube thought I was doing some shenanigans here. So maybe that's why it's got low views. But and then now it's like it's hard when you started out as that, and then it's pretty hard to like actually get it to change. I don't know how to say what I'm saying. It's pretty hard to get it views after YouTube thinks it's like not good. I think I just did a refresh here, but I'm gonna make sure that we've got all the comments in. Subtle shade, put him on the checkout. I know.
Put me in, coach.
Dude, Casey is not nearly accomplished enough to be on the checkout.
I'll just post up in the corner, dog, and I'll drain.
The checkout is for very successful people. The checkout is like a business podcast of like,
yeah, it's
let me put it this way. Casey wouldn't even really like being on the checkout. I don't think.
No, I think
if have fun.
If I cause enough commotion, I could make a cameo, but that's not really my lane. I like to be sillier. And yeah, that's where John gets a silly time out with me.
There's a good chance that at some point I'll be like, hey man, I just need somebody to be a third or a fourth on the checkout, and Casey I'll hit him up because you're like, yeah, I can do it.
I'm on a short list.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So this is a co-host, so I'm not going to pick that one. Honestly, if I get 25, that would be a blessing. What is this in reference to? I think Christian's on the stream. You want to tell me what that's in reference to? Oh, that's the $25, honestly. What?
I just liked your confusion about it. I was like, no, you said he'd like.
If I could get 25, that would be a blessing right now. All right. I appreciate the straightforwardness. A lot less competition on this video, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Casey's not going to win, so that's instantly out.
Sup?
Nice gallery wall. Ooh,
that was his hat. I was commenting about this hat. So
who's the guy? Oh, that's Bart. Bart's got the gallery wall. Yeah. Love it.
Nice shot.
Kimberly, you know, she knows her message. She's clear on her message. And I appreciate that about Kimberly. Yeah. Kiki Honeygold. Have we spotted her before?
I'm not sure.
Lenny G remembers. We don't remember. Okay. Awesome. I don't know. Less competition on this one. What are you feeling here? Like, honestly, I think Christian, I'm with Christian here. Like, that's just straightforward. I like it, you know?
Yeah.
Simple, easy to remember.
Yeah. I mean,
it's either that or nice gallery wall.
Like, it seems like there's at least a couple comments that were about what was in the episode too, and I didn't see the whole episode. So if there's anything that like really hits, you would have to remember that. Like,
I'm gonna that episode definitely got less comments than our last checkout episode because it only has 125 views. I'm gonna really quick just switch to my checkout YouTube to make sure there's no comments that.
So here's what we're doing today.
That's a thing. Sometimes the comments are being filtered.
Sure.
So, but yeah, I think Christian's probably got it here. Ashley said, love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could get 25, that'd be a blessing. Kiki Honeygold said, love this. So difficult and so simple at the same time.
Yeah, I figured
that's in reference to the episode. You know what? I am a fan of somebody commenting something in reference to the episode. I feel bad because I was kind of teasing Christian here.
Yeah,
Christian,
you hop in the chat. You faked out 2 people on this episode now.
Christian, hop in the chat if you're still here, because this will influence my decision. I am a bit, especially on the long form, if somebody actually watched the episode and is commenting on the episode, this actually could just be somebody who's like they might not even know about the giveaway or whatever. Right. But I am a big fan of like somebody watching the episodes and referencing them. Because what he's saying is that like
somebody is live on with us. Chatting.
I'm a fan of somebody's live with us, fan of referencing something from the video in the long form, especially. All right. Christian's not chatting, so I think this one's gonna go. Sorry, I'm not sharing my screen anymore.
No, you're not. It's okay.
I think this one's gonna go to no thanks, YouTube.
I think his name was Billy Joe or something.
Anton Bogna, but Anton, I'm guessing Bogdanovich, but Anton Bogdanov 708. Bogdanovich. And he's Bojan's cousin, so that's cool. That's a joke for just you and Felix, and any other pretty deep cut NBA fans.
It's cool. Me and
Um,
Felix appreciated it.
there we go. Anton, if you watch the stream after or whatever, I don't know. That I haven't really thought this through. I don't want to just hop in here and be like, "Hey man, you're at $125."
Email me at.
Kind of a weird response. So hopefully Anton knows,
Well, I mean, yeah, you just let him know to email you.
I think it's one of those, we were talking about under marketing in the thing that we talked to in the thing that we shot before this. I think it's one of those under marketing things where it's like over time, it's if you know thing. Some people will know. And
well, I mean, that definitely happened when we did this before in a different channel. So for sure, you get a group who gets the thing, and then they kind of explain it for you as new people pop on. So anybody who's here, like Lenny, who was here last time with us, like next time we're on, if you're on again, explaining to other people just kind of in the chat what's going on with the giveaway stuff sometimes helps us out. So we appreciate you guys for all kinds of reasons.
All right, IG Bagel Straw got like weirdly botted, but I think I hit a bunch of those comments. Share this tab. So let's look at these comments.
All right.
I did actually put the challenge here, but yeah, Mike, these are people we know. That's Megan. Casey knows her.
I know her.
Casey lives with her, and he's lovers in the night with her.
Yeah, in the daytime,
and sometimes in the day. Actually, you know what? I kind of prefer the day. The night's for sleeping.
Gonna hold her tight. Gonna grab some afternoon delight.
I am kind of wondering now. Are you guys like do you guys kind of have like a time of day you gravitate toward for relational time? Or is it just random?
Whenever she says so.
I mean, yeah. I guess the better question is:
there's a high crossover with that.
Does there seem to be a regular time of day where she's like, so like for example, Kinsey's rarely in the mood like at night before bed, but it's like there is a time of day where she's in the mood more often, and so I just try and be kind of around during that time of day. Like it's like, okay, if it's between like 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., I'm like, let me try and just like not be too busy.
I would say there's a big overlap with, like I said, when she wants to, and also another big overlap with when I've annoyingly asked about 48 times in the last 24 hours.
Sure. Yeah.
That also seems to have some sort of impact,
right,
on the timing and frequency. So that's just from my own studies, my own data.
That's what your data is.
My R&D department.
But the reason I asked is because I was going to say, you guys have very different bed schedules. Like Megan goes to bed very early and you go to bed very late. So I could imagine that you guys aren't really like, like it doesn't like, Mackenzie's also a bed to bed early person. So I don't think I think that's part of it. She's like, by like 6 p.m., I am pretty tired. So if we haven't gotten it in, don't ask. And I'm like, well, I'm going to ask anyway, but
it's pretty bookend around. Here's a crossover. I'll say this. It's probably usually within 90 minutes of her being asleep one way or the other.
Oh, got it. Yes. It's not a lot of midday. We're a big mid-morning. Yeah. We're a big mid-morning couple.
Like, I don't know. You kind of bloated from breakfast. Like,
Yeah, I get you. I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like usually like just out of the shower, you're like, I mean, like I don't mind. I like a shower right after. Like that's nice. Or not even right after, just like, like a shower right before it doesn't feel ideal.
Yeah, because then you're like, well, what do I shower again now?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you need a shower, but it does feel like, well, that shower I had, it kind of didn't have the desire.
I've canceled it now. Yeah,
remaining clean.
It's like if you brushed your teeth and then just like went and ate Oreos. Like what? Yeah, I don't know why you brushed your teeth. Honestly,
you're like, oh, now my spit is brown. That is just doesn't look right.
It happens in both circumstances. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. Here's somebody who's on stream right now. Repost until it goes viral. Let's take off. Dumb but funny. Zoe's one of my co-hosts on the checkout. This Bagel's magic, dude. Tony's
the same thing on YouTube.
Yeah,
on Insta.
So Tony seems like he's been on the stream. He knows what's going on. So that's cool. Bay Area Podcast Studio. I know that guy. That's cool. Got the email, Lenny.
Yeah, I didn't even realize the whole time we were talking. I'm looking at a tiny square of you and not even paying attention to the much bigger video displaying in the background over and over again.
Here's a bunch of just emojis. I don't know if these people are bots or what.
Oh,
It
there's one
totally
I like.
worked.
It totally worked.
I
Like,
love
you're
I love
sounding
a reference
pretty
to the video.
crazy.
Yep.
I can hear that.
Lenny,
Refresh.
better
Lenny added
comment.
one.
Better comment from Lenny.
Raw dog in the concrete is great.
Yeah.
Lenny, you get us.
Yeah. Yeah. Good job, Lenny.
Yeah.
Bro saw God at the end. That's pretty funny. You were not doing well right
Yeah,
after
it
that.
took a moment to recover.
Yeah.
It took a moment.
Innovation at its finest. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay. This is funny.
For a laugh, not a great product idea. That one really got me.
Yeah. I mean, I think there might be a correlation with the person who said it here. Casey's smitten.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look at him. He's gorgeous. What the
Yeah,
hell?
I
No
was-
male models were commenting on our post.
We do well with really aesthetic men.
You're way too handsome to be funny in the comments. What are you doing, bro? You got life on easy mode.
I'm gonna go so far as to just go ahead and I'm not gonna report him, but like I can't just delete this on desktop. I would like to just delete these people.
Yeah, be nice.
Next week on Shark Tank. That's funny. That's pretty good.
it's not bad.
Not as good as I came here for a laugh. Not a great product idea.
That's an
Waterboarding someone with Diet Coke for views is wild. That is true. I agree.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
Peak influencer behavior, also pretty funny because this is
That is what we're going for, though. The parody of it all.
We're trying to go for parody. So it's like he kind of missed the joke, but kind of got it, you know?
Yeah. No, I think he might be in on the joke. I think
Yeah.
it's tough to know for sure, but I think he gets it.
This is a good catch. This was actually a key point in our planning of this. So I kind of like the catch there.
I like how you say a key point in our planning, meaning I grabbed it when we were at Walmart grabbing stuff.
When we brainstormed this idea, you were like, I want you in a white shirt.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was
because it was originally going to be me. We weren't going to shoot this together.
Was planned. I swapped it in my head with the handcuffs that I grabbed. That were
just
dollars at Walmart. I go, we are not planning to shoot anything with handcuffs, but I got them
just in case. I mean, good to have a good in case pair of handcuffs.
Yeah, I mean, if we buy a prop, we're gonna find a way to use it.
Yeah. Next week on Shark Tank, dude, copiers. Stop this. These are grown ass men is also kind of like that's true. Usually, it's much younger people making videos like this, so I can understand this comment. Like,
all right.
John, yeah, Kinsey was gonna pour the Diet Coke. Felix, my wife is Kinsey. People don't know that. Okay.
I have two that I don't even need to like.
Lenny said to refresh. She added another comment. I like that Lenny's doing shots on goal. She's getting it.
Lenny's comment, raw dog in the concrete.
Oh, that was okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was but 3 minutes ago. I think we read that more than 3 minutes ago, didn't we?
No, I don't think so. But that was one of my favorites for sure.
Raw dog in the concrete was good. I came here for a laugh, not a great product idea was also good. Those are my finalists.
So, I mean, especially considering we already rewarded Lenny once, like not saying that can't happen more than once on one of these lives, but that other one, that hit. And
let me put it this way. It got a verbal laugh from you, that's pretty good.
Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, it was real genuine.
Yeah.
I think whoever that is, they deserve it.
Raw dog in the concrete. And the thing is, they might know about this thing. They just couldn't make the live stream.
Yeah.
So yeah, raw dog in the concrete. Who was that?
I think you just got to reply and say, "Hey, DM me. You won. You won our comment giveaway on this video."
Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that. So where is it? Where'd it go? Oh yeah, there he is. Ripped guy.
Yeah. What's up, dude? That I just noticed what his actual profile picture is, and that's something else. I don't have the confidence to have that type of thing as a profile. It would be surely a joke if I had a picture like that of me in that pose as my profile picture.
Dude, actually, you should change your profile picture to that. That
would be pretty dope. Just completely dead face, dead
okay.
fan,
you know what? So I made a page called that we can post videos like this too, and I collabed on this. So it is a little cheating. I don't have a huge following, but like this isn't a video from nothing. Yeah. So that's good. I think I'm just gonna put that. But it would be funny for us to do like a picture of the two of us like spoofing this pose. and put it on the product type factory profile picture.
That's not bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Lenny, you did, that was a good comment. Raw Dog in the Concrete would normally win in just straight up, even if she wasn't
In my brain, it had already won. Like, that's why that one got me so blindsided. I was like, oh wow, that's so gonna be the best one.
yeah.
And if Lenny hadn't already won, definitely being live would have been the tiebreaker for sure.
For sure, yeah. Where
that
shirt
is
brown stained shirt.
That shirt is no longer with us.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's on its next life now. It's now a pair of underpants.
I think
I don't even say the word underpants ever. Why do I do that?
Underpants, dude.
The things you say when you're on camera that you would never say.
Right.
Underpants.
Underpants is.
Never said underpants.
I don't love that word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in my vocabulary.
All right. So then the last one's our last episode of Dark Mode, which is this one. I don't think there's very many comments on this, so this one's gonna be flop. This is unbearably good. Oh, this is from last week, and I appreciate this person gassing me up because the YouTube algorithm did eventually figure this video out, and it did okay. Not great, but okay.
Did it?
Honey, LOL. This should work. What? I think he's just referencing that. Yeah, honey.
Oh, that was our honey episode. That was probably in reference to one of the ideas we were talking about, right? But I don't know which.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just a general. That's true. Anton, this person also commented referencing something in the checkout. So there, I don't remember what he's referencing here. But I love that we have two. Well, he did win for that. All right, cool. Kiki Honeygold learning so much. So much. I came in here and I said, wow, I'm learning so much.
I walked in and I was like, wow, I could never learn this much.
You'd be amazed how much I could learn. Honestly, if y'all do try this, please make aesthetic. Oh, you meant honey?
What? Oh, wait, you're not sharing that tab right now?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, good call.
Wow, John. Wow.
Just restart. Yeah,
I was looking at a separate screen off of camera too, so that's hilarious.
So this one's in reference to, this is somebody who was on the stream last week, because remember, right, I was like, dude, this is like my worst video ever.
Right.
And that's what I was saying, is that the YouTube algorithm did kind of figure this one out. Maybe the comments helped, so appreciate that.
Also, hold on. I don't want to glance over this. What a great username. Morbidly Beautiful. Yeah. That does something in my brain that I'm like, that's clever.
Solidly username.
Yeah.
Solidly usernaming up in here.
We understand all the parts of speech. John just used an adverb flawlessly.
That's pretty. I didn't know that was an adverb. Well, yeah. I did, but it would have taken me a minute to be like, I just used a adjective. I think adverb.
I'm our parts of speech guy. You know,
yeah,
I'm also probably like our geography guy if I had to guess.
You definitely are a geography guy.
Yeah, I've realized
any geography. I think you're that.
I think there was a weird thing that came into my brain at a certain age, and you can tell. It's like when we were learning about geography and stuff, like for the first time.
You're like, this is my thing. I'm good at
geography. Not even that. I just assumed that like most adults, I'm like, this is stuff that adults need to know. They're teaching us when we're super young. It's clearly the most important stuff. And like, I don't know. I could like, there's this one quiz basically I've done on like Sporkle, and it was like, can you name like 100 countries in, I think it's 10 minutes. Something like that. And I'm like, I could do that. And I was like, oh, this is like, you look at the test scores and they're like, nobody does it. And I'm like, I can't, like, people don't do that.
I don't think I can name 100 countries.
I heard on another podcast with like a bigger podcast. I can't remember their names, but bigger podcast than we've ever had. And neither of them could name all of the 50 states. And I was like, what's wrong with you guys? Not even like placing them. They just didn't know all of the state names, like from memory.
So that's actually, there's a bit about that on Friends, that you like in 10 minutes, the bit is that in 10 minutes, like everybody misses like one or two. They forget.
No, that is not true though. That's just false.
I think that most
people need 10 minutes. I can do it in like a minute.
Yeah, you probably remember the state song or something, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it becomes less of a song, and you just go like, yeah, I just remember them in alphabetical order.
Yeah,
I don't-
Alabama, Arkansas. Yeah, but
You
I
missed
think
Arizona. No big deal. No big deal.
it's not Alabama then Arkansas. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the song. So I don't know. I would probably be somebody who would miss one, but I think
Yeah.
I would probably take the same strategy where I'd be like, what are all the A states? What are all the B states?
Yeah.
Solid.
Or do it by geography. West.
Yeah, actually I would just envision a map in my mind. I think it's either easier for people who live. That's not true because they always mix up all of the like Montana, Nebraska, Wyoming states.
Yeah.
I think the hardest states are like the ones that are all crunched together on the East Coast.
Well,
the
of
New
course,
England states.
the furthest away from us too.
Right. And they're all like, I don't know, one of them's Rhode. If you actually have to label them, it's like, I don't know, one of them's like, Massachusetts and one of them's Delaware and like
That one I get a little bit more. I understand where people would miss a few like in doing that. But even then, I'm like, I mean, no, like I'm like that. I think what most people are with the United States is kind of how I am with like Europe. I'm like, yeah, I can get most of those too. Well, maybe not most, probably in Europe, because there are some like in the southeastern portion. Felix knows what I'm talking about. There's a lot of them there, and they're not the ones you hear about all the time. So,
there was a podcast where I don't know if you saw this one. There was like 2 European guys on it, and then me and another American, and they tried to get us to name 10 European countries and we barely made it. But then they did change it because I started saying
human male.
Because they changed it. They moved the goalpost because I was like, okay, Ireland.
Less than 10?
Like I was like Ireland, United Kingdom. And they're like, no, in the EU. And I'm like, okay, so we can't do like there's like okay. So they did move the goalpost a little bit, but we did make it. I think I contributed 2 or something like that.
Dude,
yeah. But
I mean, that's tough. But I mean,
but then I looked it up. In the EU, there's only 19 countries, I think. So
Felix, I was talking about Croatia area. Yeah, there's all kinds of little ones, kind of like.
I always mix up. I always mix up. Like where Felix is from.
Felix is from Romania, dude.
I know that.
From Romania.
I know, but I mix it up with there's something else where I'm like, he's from Romania, and now I can't even remember what the one.
Felix has got a lot right. I mean, I don't want to make light of it, but I kind of do. Felix got a lot right on the war right now. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta assume it's.
I think it's Croatia, Felix. I think I'm like, yeah, Felix is from Romania or Croatia. I can't remember which.
Aren't. I mean, I guess they're not miles.
They don't have to be next to each other, Casey.
Yeah.
They have a lot of the same letters.
Wait, so hold on, Felix. I'm right? You're just listing a lot of countries now.
Yeah,
from
like,
Romania,
I know
right?
all the countries.
I would feel really stupid if I was wrong about that.
People, so for the other few people who are here, we know Felix outside of this.
Felix has worked with us.
Yeah.
On and off on multiple projects.
Yep. Okay, Honey My Biscuits, watching you live. Honestly, if y'all do try this, please make aesthetic. Oh, you meant honey? I feel like there's a joke here that I'm missing because they put LOL at the end.
Sorry, I disregarded what you were saying. So interesting, LOL. Is that what you're talking about?
No, yes, no, this right here.
Oh,
honestly, if y'all do try this, please make aesthetic. Oh, you meant honey. LOL.
It's got to be in reference to something.
Please make, yeah. What were our ideas on this? This video was a while ago. Okay, let's use the chapters. Manuka honey, why it's special. Okay, so I was kind of telling like, here's the background of Manuka dipping sauce and honey covered marketing stunt. Oh yeah, one of our ideas was like you could make it dipping sauce.
Dipping sauce off each other is what they're talking about.
What's that?
Make it aesthetic. If we like do the like drippy, the sexy like drippy honey, lick it off each other kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I bet that's what they're talking about.
I got it.
It could be any of the ideas. That's just the one that comes to mind.
I mean, look, I love a comment in reference to the video, so that's great.
Yeah.
Bro, the honey scammed. I never trust that. That is in reference to one of the ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't love honey? Yes, I think you can make it more obvious and very simple.
I think that's obviously in reference to an idea too.
Okay.
Kind of hacked it. I can't confirm or deny.
Recreating iconic movie scenes. I remember that idea. So that was like you had a Pooh Bear, like we could recreate a Pooh Bear scene. Yeah. And then I was like, we could just recreate a bunch of different movie scenes. I think I like showed like the Vikings doing dances from movies.
I have a, yeah, I mean, never mind.
Bees in everyday human situations. I think we also had like bear related skits.
I actually
There's a lot of
fleshed
costume skits in this one.
I fleshed that idea out a little bit more on the bee idea. I turned it into like a busy office bee, like the life of like working in an office, just doing monotonous stuff. Person in a bee costume. They finally get like what we would call like their cup of coffee, but they got a cup of honey and they take a drink and it turns them back into a human. In the way of like you're not you when you're hungry, Snickers kind of thing.
Okay.
No.
That's a good. I like
busy
it.
bee, like kind of ease yourself, soothe yourself. You know, a lot of that has to be done in the imagery and the messaging. But yeah,
dressing up as Timon and Pumbaa to sing Hakuna Matata.
What I kind of forgot about.
I mean,
you know what? There are no
I'm
bad
okay
ideas.
with letting that one die.
There's no bad ideas in the brainstorm. I am shocked that's a whole chapter and it's a sizable one.
I don't think it is. I think that I just wrote like, I just put chapters so that I can be like, here's some checkpoints, I guess. But like, this is a different idea. This is where I'm telling you like, oh, we can like stitch things of people falling and then like you throw a Lego into that. Some of our ideas are pretty rudimentary. The Grumanola Mom influencer parody. Oxygen is bad for. Yeah, I remember that
rudimentary, my dear Watson.
Okay, Felix.
I know that.
Solid. This is funny. Someone worked
hard on thumbnails.
Yeah, because I have the app.
Holy hell! I didn't even notice
changes.
How many there are.
There's only 6. They're rotating. This is just showing the changes. I have an app that rotates.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Yeah, a little behind
ruin the joke with context.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm like, well, the joke is making me seem like a tryhard, so I got to defend myself.
Dude, being a tryhard.
Because I am a tryhard who defends himself from being a tryhard.
Dude, being a tryhard, it's cool.
I think if you're a millennial, you're just a tryhard. That's just it. Like
peeing your pants is cool. Okay.
Actually, cool, guys.
I don't think that's true because I think
you don't think peeing your pants is cool.
I don't think that being a millennial means you're a tryhard because I don't think I'm a tryhard. I'm definitely a millennial.
Well, I think that younger people think specifically like kind of people aged like 30 to 40 to 30 to 45 are like tryhards. Like that's sort of their vibe is that we.
Bro, that's just you like being a Bigma. You haven't reached. You're being a. I mess it up.
Sigma.
That's just you being a beta. Like
beta.
You haven't reached big Sigma energy like me. That's all.
Yeah, lots of thumbnails.
I don't know what Sigma means in that context. I don't know what
Sigma's like a non-alpha alpha.
Yeah, but they don't know. They're just saying things.
I know.
It's just the brain rot is the most accurate like labeling I've ever heard.
Sometimes like Gen Z language, I'm like, they'll use terms in their language that I'm like, that's actually kind of a clever phrase. I don't think you know what the words mean though.
There's some that are good, like, but most of it's trash.
Well, like, it's good, but I think it's unintentionally good. Where I'm like, I don't think you know what that means.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, that's for sure a thing that happens. Anyway, where are we here?
Yes, I think you can make it more obvious and very simple. Viral.
Hell yeah!
Kiki Honeygold to the video. Kiki and Honeygold to the good. Kiki Honey and Gold to the video.
Lenny's got this game down.
Yeah, Lenny understands
referencing stuff that is happening. I mean, it's good.
Lenny understands the assignment. That's for sure. Honestly, if y'all do this, I mean, is it another Lenny dub here? Let's see if there's. I'll refresh. I'll hit a refresh. And I'll check my notifications
that include
switched to dark mode. See what I did there?
Hey-o.
That's the name of the podcast.
Oh, he did it. He did the thing. Oh
boy. Pete Holmes has to be one of the best comedians out there, literally.
Literally.
We're not going all the way back to the Pete Holmes
when they write literature about the comedians of today, they will write it about Pete Holmes. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
You got to do that in a Chris Traeger voice.
Oh, I was thinking Rob Lowe for sure. Oh, that is his. Nice.
Good.
I don't know the character.
Glad we both got there in the end.
I didn't recognize the character name. I recognized the context had to mean what I didn't know.
Add Kiki and Honeygold to the video. I don't know. What are you feeling here? I think that one's probably the best comment.
Well, I mean,
it's very inside jokey. All right.
You know what, John? No. Stop it. You know what I'm not a fan of is us pulling these. We're dangling the
around.
prize and then pulling away. You suggested that person pretty heavily. We have to go with it, dude. Like, we can't keep doing this. I can't let you keep doing this. Like, how about this person? Never mind. This other person last second kick it on out to the corner.
Yeah, there's not any like great other comments.
If there was alley, I'm gonna oop. So when you say, "Is this another Lenny dub?" You know I'm ready to say yes.
Yep. Yeah. All right. There we go. Lenny
for
you
two.
know, just tell me you won twice
That was a
in
slam
the email that you sent me.
Was a slammer.
Yeah, if there was another like really solid comment on here, I probably would pick it up.
Lenny, you're doing great. You're leading the league right now, but don't rest on your laurels because you got a lot of developmental prospects coming up in the comment game. So you really gotta, go out there and play your best ball every week.
Yeah. All right, man. Is there anything you want to? We've been doing this for 50 minutes. Do you want to like chat about anything? This is the part where we just chat. You guys can leave if you want, or you can hang out.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing.
Maybe
exciting.
I'll announce something. I don't know.
Well, I did. I mean, I don't want to pull this up on video, like for everybody to see, but I did formalize a strategy deck around that conversation that we had, that episode, that honey episode. So I do want to like show that to you and talk to you about it a little bit, but I don't want to do that live. You
don't want to do that on stream?
No, for reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got one.
Mostly being that somebody paid for it, and I feel like that's not great to just
just give all of their ideas away that they paid for. Okay, well, I got a couple things. First of all, I'm a little disappointed you haven't said anything about the mustache. Can you not tell that I just did a mustache?
You have a beard still.
I guess this is growth. I wouldn't call this a beard.
I mean, turn to the side. It's a beard.
I don't know, man. I guess it's
like I can't see your skin.
That's like a day of growth.
That's more than a day of growth, dog. You can't.
Maybe a day, maybe two. I did a 0 maybe 2 days ago.
Yeah, but you still got it.
I didn't do a razor. I guess I didn't do a razor 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's different too. But because a mustache. Oh, first let me say I'm sorry, and it's a hell of a mustache. It's a hell of a mustache, but it's not.
It's no Van mustache, but
it's not just a mustache. So it's not that weird that I didn't notice it. Like, you've had a mustache with the beard already. I can tell the mustache is better now that you've mentioned it, and it is bushier than the beard, so it's doing its job. I think if you wanted the reaction that you're looking for, you gotta razor the cheeks. I think you gotta razor the cheeks, or at least come with a fresh 0. You know what I mean? Like, then I'd be like, whoa, John has a mustache. Because otherwise, the mustache is just a sub part of the beard. Like,
I guess
we're of the same mind there.
To me, I'm like, oh, this is very clearly looks different. And
me,
I'm insecure. I'm insecure about it,
bro. Do I have a mustache and a beard right now, or do I have a beard?
Yeah. Well, is your mustache the same length as your beard?
Yeah. Well, roughly.
You have a beard.
It's a little shorter because
mine is definitely not the same length as my beard. Like, it was. Yeah. I don't know, probably at a 7 or an 8, and I took this down to a 0, and it's grown a couple days.
Yeah. No, I mean, you definitely have a mustache, but I think where we disagree is you also have a beard. So, but yeah, I mean, I want to see it. Come to the next one with
just
a fresh...
0, straight 0 in the stash.
Yeah,
dude, I don't know if the mustache is going to survive that long. Kinsey is not a fan.
Just so you know, the mustache does not look bad, but I can't judge it on its own accord without the beard there.
Kinsey is not a fan, so I don't think it's going to survive.
Bro, no girl is a fan. That's not why we do this.
Somebody's got to be a fan. Why are there all these men with mustaches then?
Because we're men.
Is there any girl who's a fan of a mustache? There's got to be. There's got to be some girl out there who's like, let me put it this way. There are women, there have been women at points who have been a fan of a mustache, maybe on a certain person. Like, I know that there are women who are like, look, Tom Selleck, very good looking man. Right. Probably not as good without the mustache.
Yeah, there's a time and a place, but I mean,
this is no Tom Selleck stash. I understand.
Well, Tom Selleck didn't have a beard as well to go with it. Yeah, he had the clean.
There were times where he had a little growth.
He had a little bit of stubble. You have more than stubble. You don't have growth. Like, you can't stop. You got to stop saying growth. It's more than growth. It's more than growth.
I mean,
can't-
it's
I
gross
can't see
because it was
through to
it's
your
recent.
skin. Your skin is not your skin color. Your skin is your hair color. It's brown. You're not brown.
Lenny says that there are women who love the porn stash. So
There you go, dude. There you
and
go.
this is not Tom Selleck,
Maybe
but this is very porn stash.
maybe your wife will just start liking it more as it gets bigger and bushier.
Let me ask you this. It doesn't get any bushier or bigger.
Well, that's what
This is as big as it gets, and that is a regular problem with my wife. So let me ask you this though: what is the difference between a porn stash and a pedo stash? Is a pedo stash just thinner?
definitely thinner.
Okay.
Porn is very full, very unkempt. I think they're both probably unkempt.
They're both
to a
not
certain
like
degree, to be
you're
fair.
not like running a comb through them.
Right. They're definitely actually the porn stash could be combed for sure. It could be combed.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be. It's optional. I think it's a length thing too. I think handlebars, like some form of handlebar, is probably included with the porn stash usually.
And definitely the vibe. Okay. So the only part of my face that doesn't grow hair is handlebars, is like right there.
Yeah,
So
it's all right.
can't do handlebars. Sorry.
You know,
I want to show you something else though.
just
A little
Make
sneak
you
peek at
jealous?
the next video I'm editing that we're going to drop. So I guess a little sneak peeky. This way, anyone who's still here on overtime, which is probably just like Felix and Lenny and maybe one other person, it looks like, can like start thinking up their comment. I'm going to show you the raw. It's like
screwing it up. Stir
it's
that
like
with
4 minutes of raw video that I'm going to cut down probably into about 90 seconds.
Oh, I like it.
But it was like a live. It was a prompt that I like kind of wrote. I didn't write it live. I like paused the video, took 10 minutes to write it, and then. But it was I did it on a solo episode of. I don't know. I'm over explaining it now.
You are. I can confirm you're over explaining it for sure.
Yeah, it is a tendency of mine. Let me find it. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, so 49ers signed Mac Jones yesterday. Pretty cool.
I was watching.
Quarterback extraordinaire.
So Christian is in the chat. I've noted. I'm gonna acknowledge you, Christian. Christian is in the chat. Like, hey, I won. We were thinking about picking Christian for one of them. I can't remember which one, and we didn't end up picking Christian.
Bro, you got yourself in this dilemma. I've called it out every time you did it. You keep doing the last second tug away, and I tell you.
Well, I think it was like the one where it was between Christian and Lenny, wasn't it? Or was it Christian somewhere?
No, I think it was the other one, but I can't.
Yeah, well, there was a funnier comment, that's for sure.
Ouch! The man comes back and he's like, "This sucks. I didn't win," and you're like,
I think
"Yeah, you weren't funny enough."
He might have had the funniest comment on the honey video. We just didn't get the joke. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Anyway, and next time he said, I appreciate the sportsmanship. Yes, if you look, we did this. We used to have a sports podcast that we would do this on. Felix can vouch. If you keep attempting, you will win.
We gave away thousands. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this chapter is titled. Oh, I can just go straight back to this. So just to kind of prereq this, now that I haven't prereqed it enough, this chapter of this video that I did it in. So I'm going to cut this out and make it like a parody skit clip. It's titled "My Experience in Russian Prison." Let's see if I got it. Okay. So when I was in Russian prison the first time, the other inmates had no respect for me. I remember my first night, they gave me a nickname. They called me Suka. I don't know what it meant, but I remember I thought, hey, I've never had a nickname before. This is going to be great. But it honestly went downhill from there. I remember the next day we went to the sauna and they made me dab the sweat off of Ivan P's hair and off of his chest hair. He had a really hairy chest. I had to dab the sweat off. That was my job. My job also. I think this might be confusing. This is like a parody infomercial.
Felix knows.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, this is a parody infomercial.
Okay.
The low man on the totem pole. My other job was to clip.
You know how they always have like dramatic pain background stories, like my foot pain kept me from eating. Yeah,
toenails. I had to do that every 3 days. Dimitri, his toenails grew fast, and there was a lot of fungus, and it was bad. I remember they also make me. They used to make me I remember they used to make me stay up all night because there was no white noise machines or any kind of noise in there. So they used to make me stay up all night and make white noise with my mouth so that Alexi could sleep. So I'd just be there making white noise like all night with my mouth. And if I fell asleep, he would take a lead pencil and stab me in the toe with it. And it got pretty bad in there. Honestly, I was going through a lot. I didn't think I was going to survive it. I thought my life was in danger. And that's when I found the G-Robe by Andrew Tate. I remember the first day I wore.
Real product, by the way. He sells a $250 gray robe called the G-Robe.
Top G.
Top G, $250 robe, because Top G's pay a shit ton for their robes.
The G-Robe into the shower area. Ivan K looked at me and he nodded. And that day, he didn't make me scrub his back in the shower. And he didn't use my beard as a loofah. And, you know, if that's not respect in the gulag, I don't know what is. And one day I remember I was laying in bed in my G-Robe. My bed was actually just the floor beneath Boris's bed. And I was laying in there and I was just manifesting respect. These guys have to respect me. I'm manifesting it, you know, because that's what the G-Robe, you know, teaches you to do, is to manifest. And the next day, this kid named Kyle came and he had gotten caught with 0.5 grams of marijuana. He got 25 years for that. Kyle, he was from Long Beach. He was an American. And after that, Kyle was the one who had to distract the bears while everybody used the outhouse. You know, because of the G-Robe, I was able to build lifelong friendships. You know, Dimitri, Alexi, Boris, we all still stay in touch. I don't stay in touch with Kyle, though. Ivan G sent me a letter last year, actually. He said, Kyle didn't make it. One of the bears got him. You know, Kyle was a good kid. He was just, he couldn't run the zigzag pattern in the snow. Look, building lifelong friendships. Let me go again. Look, building lifelong friendships with the Russian mafia is hard, but the G-Robe makes it easy. And right now, Andrew Tate and Top G are offering to give you 2 free robes to share with your new Russian friends when you buy 2 for yourself. But wait, there's more. The next 200 people who order a G-Robe are actually going to get a free bottle of Cobra Pheromone by Andrew Tate. Cobra Pheromone is scientifically proven to make men with Alex in their name like you. Between Alexei and Alexander, that's like most of the Russian men. Call now and get your G-Robe.
Value.
Don't wait until you have to distract the bears. It might be too late. Miss you, Kyle.
Man, I think not everybody would understand this, but like having done our own editing for so long, the dry
The edit will do me some favor.
No, I know, but the dry shoot, like the shoot footage, sometimes watching it back is my favorite.
Really?
I don't know what it is. Sometimes, I mean, it's obviously not what I want to like present as the finished product by any means.
So
and I'm not saying it's better than the finished product. I'm just saying, having been there, there's a weird like sense of like, man,
right. So like Lenny was saying, you need to cry real tears. Like when you're watching this, it's hard to, like, my acting isn't good. You don't realize how much the like sad background music does in those infomercials. And then like the shift to the happy, like music, you don't realize how much that does. Like most, you know, the people in there are pretty bad actors, or maybe I'm just actually a particularly bad actor. While I was watching that back on stream, I was like, ugh, I don't know if this is going to end up.
Lenny gets it though. I think cutting to a B-roll shot of you crying wouldn't be bad. You know, I think you could get around the real tears thing that way. And I think, the fake number RIP tribute to Kyle that'd be good too. I think those are good notes. Those are good punch ups.
And especially if it was like there was like a quick sample of a song like "As We Go On."
Well, that's Graduation. It's not about Kyle dying, but
I don't know why I went to that in my head, but like
I close my eyes only for a moment.
There's one that they always use for like there's like a common skit thing where so the premise is there's a bunch of variations of this, but the premise is like the guy says something like oh, his wife is pregnant and she's like, hey, will you get me some chips? And he's like, you're hungry again? And then it just cuts to like a RIP picture of him in the years that he was alive. And there's there's a song they use.
Is it the well, yeah, there's that. What would also work there is the oh shit, what's the Larry David show?
I'm not like a big Kevin.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
The you know the blink. You know the the song,
No,
right?
I don't.
Oh my god, it's a meme, dude. I mean, this is going around big time. This is viral. Somebody played that as a lady was getting escorted off of a plane, like before takeoff. It looks like, and they played that. Without explaining any more to you, that is what it's used for. It's like, no, what a situation we're witnessing right now.
Got it.
Yeah, that's a good one to plug in for a lot of stuff though, and it's very recognizable. I'm a little surprised you don't have that in your reference.
I mean, I might know it if I heard it.
You might not just attribute it or label it the way I was like, but yeah, that'd be a good one too.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that was painful to watch in raw form.
That's okay. You promise a sneak peek and you deliver.
That's the thing. It's the song in the Feed the Children commercials. Yeah, or I don't know. My mind always goes to the Sarah McLachlan song. Yeah. The dogs. What's she doing with all those dogs anyway? But yeah, it is. I think for the few people who are on the stream, it will be interesting. Like, see how much the editing does for me. Probably a lot. I'm going to probably lean into it pretty hard.
Russian music would be kind of funny too.
I did a lot of Russian name jokes that I'm like, oh, like this was funny in the writing, but I don't know if everybody's catching all of these like super common Russian. Like there were 3 Ivans, like,
yeah.
Ivans. It's mostly Ivans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was a lot of very like subtle things that I'm like, that's the kind of stuff that maybe you edit out because it's not strong enough.
Yeah, you need a good editor for just like a raw shoot like that. But
Russian,
no, I mean, there's something there.
What is Russian music? Felix, what's Russian music?
Just, I mean, let me put it like this. I bet you know it when you hear it. Like but that's from Russia,
Russian music, is it like fuck Ukraine? No.
Wow. No, I don't think so.
Is it like Ukraine is Russia? And then it's just that's the whole thing.
I'm gonna stand by. I think if you heard it, you'd be like, "That sounds right." And
here we go. I mean, this looks Russian here. Let's see.
I mean, it's crazy to think about it. Like, it used to cost millions to advertise on TV,
Steve?
And now because of
what was that? What was that accent, Felix, that guy had in the ad? Oh my gosh! Come on, get into it. It just sounds like good music.
Yeah. I don't think this is like top 40 or anything in Russia.
This feels a little Irish to me, honestly.
It was a little jiggy. Yeah. It was getting jiggy with it a little bit.
Yeah. Italian mafia music.
Where would polka be from? Where is that? Is that Eastern Europe?
I mean, it's a good question.
Polka.
Some kind of like Swedish type Northern Europe, I would guess.
Really?
That'd be my guess, yeah.
That doesn't feel maybe.
Czech Republic.
Okay, yeah. Eastern. It's between Eastern
and it emerged in Bohemia, which became the Czech Republic, right? You're the geography guy here.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely in the east to northern region there for sure.
And Poland.
Yeah, it's all in the same area. Felix knows it well. Felix knows that area. That's where Felix is from. I mean, not those places exactly.
He's in that zone.
Like Felix has heard some polka. I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I think most people have heard polka at some point.
I mean, Felix has heard more polka. You know what I mean? Like he's another like level of distinction.
Like he knows like that. He's like, oh yeah, like he knows some polka.
Like he might be
he might have a Spotify playlist.
Felix knows some polka artists.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to be a polka artist, here's a free name for you: Pocahontas. That's awesome. That's so clear cut, easy.
It's very I like it. Straightforward, easy to remember.
Yeah, it's not confusing at all. You wouldn't think it's Native American music at all.
No. I don't know, man. I don't really have anything else I want to talk about.
No, I think that's about it.
The only other thing I want to talk to you about is Silo, and I can't talk to you about that anymore.
Yeah. No, Silo is real.
Anybody else? I mean, there's 2 people left, Felix and Lenny. You guys watch Silo?
Wait, I was saying Dust in the Wind. Isn't Dust and Wind, aren't they both books in the Silo series. Oh, in this lighting, I can see your mustache more. You got closer, and
You
I
also
can
know it's there now.
Your lighting is different. I can tell it's still beyond growth, but it doesn't look as dark. The shadows were making your beard look beardier.
Well, and I also kind of dip my chin below here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it changes. It changes. I can see it now that you move forward. It's very noticeable that you know what? I'll even take back what I said. It is mustache. You have I should have noticed it. I mean, in this light, I would have probably noticed it.
Thank you.
It pairs well with the backwards hat. I'll say that. You can't
I got
rock a
real,
backwards hat.
I got real dad vibes. With
Flip the
back.
hat around. I want to see. I have a.
This hat looks weird on camera, I think.
Yeah, you can't wear hats forward anymore if you're gonna have the mustache. It's your backwards hat guy.
I've been doing a lot more. I mean, my hair is not in the right position for this now, but I've been doing a lot more wearing hats like
Are you
this.
on cadastral or whatever? Where did your hair come from? How do you have so much hair?
I am blessed in that way. I'm not blessed in other ways, but
You're well endowed.
I'm well endowed
Department.
on my head. Yeah.
Nice. Polish drag name Pocahontas. Nice. There you go. Felix is drag big over there in Eastern Europe. I can't imagine, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. That's all. No, Dust is a book in the series. Wind is not. So it's Dust, Shift, and Wool. Wool is the first one.
Wool, maybe Wind, Wool. Maybe I was getting confused.
Same thing, really.
I mean, a wind wool instrument, you know, you would
play. Yeah. Wool wind instrument, yeah.
Yeah, damn it. That would have been I hate when I mess up my jokes.
All right, man. Well, cool.
Wind wool, what was I thinking?
That's the stream. Okay. I don't know. I think we should have like more stuff publishing in the next week. So we'll keep doing these on Thursday nights.
Same time, same place.
We'll try and do them Thursday nights. If we miss Thursday, it's gonna be if we miss Thursday, we might just miss a week. Let's say that.
That's good. That's good. But we'll be back the next week for sure.
We'll be back. Yeah.
We're not gonna miss 2 weeks. Ever. Well.
You're writing a big check there.
Ever.
We'll try and do them Thursdays, and we'll try and do them every Thursday, unless we just absolutely can't. And then maybe I'll just make a post on the YouTube channel if we can't do it one night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I like it.
Now Felix and Lenny know that, and nobody else does. Okay, bye.
Bye, guys. Keep it real. Keep it loose. If not real, loose.